What's up, y'all? It's your girl Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see by the title, this is an updated Q&A. So basically, long story short, I had started a new business page because if you don't know from my last video, I moved to Houston and I started a new job at Saks Fifth Avenue. It's not really new to me, but it's a new location. And it's also like a new position for me. But basically, I started doing vlogs because I had made a business page on TikTok aside of my real page. I made a business page and I posted a day in the life with me, and it literally went viral. Like in 24 hours, I had like 200,000 views, which was so crazy. But a lot of people were in the comments asking me to do a Q&A or answer some questions that they had about the business. And then on my regular page, they were asking me like just regular questions and to do an updated Q&A. So I thought I would just collide the two and do both. So first I'm going to answer some questions about Saks, and then I'm going to go into my personal questions. So don't mind my scarf. I've had this scarf literally since 7th grade. It really just, it's an attachment thing. I don't know. But this is just like a chill Q&A, chill with me. It's my day off, and I haven't had a day off in a really long time. Or no, really honestly, like since I moved here, I haven't been able to really just sit down and chill. So it's my day off. So I really just want to chill. I didn't feel like getting cute for the camera. I didn't feel like doing none of that. It's just going to be real raw and uncut because, you know, that's kind of my brand. But okay, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So the first question is, how did I get the job? Where did I apply? Just basically the whole rundown like that. So basically back in 2018, I graduated high school, and that I knew for a fact that I wanted to go into fashion. And I was getting ready to go to college, and I was like, I need to get me a fashion job so I can like learn more and be more hands-on. And I will always be in Saks all the time because that was just my store, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna apply at Saks Fifth Avenue. I applied at Saks and I didn't get the job because they told me I didn't have enough luxury retail experience. And I was heartbroken. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this. F Saks, like I'm not doing that. My mom was like, you cannot have an attitude like that, girl. You don't have enough experience. And the only retail place that I did work at before Saks was TJ Maxx. And that's not luxury retail enough. So no shade, but it's not. So my mom was like, you know, like keep going, like, you know, don't give up, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna eventually get in there. So during the interview, the manager that interviewed me, she told me to go to Office, which is the outlet, and work there for a couple years and then try to apply again. So I was like, okay. I ended up applying. I interviewed and I got the job. And I worked there for about almost a whole year, if not a year. Okay, and then I worked there for a minute. And then I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna go apply at Office again. And I was like, I'm not staying for a couple years. Like, I'm staying for a little amount of time. I'm gonna get my core points. I'm gonna let the management, like I'm gonna work so good so management cannot ever have nothing bad to say about me, and they're not gonna have no choice but to hire me. So I went back to Saks Fifth Avenue. I applied and I got hired, and that's how I got the job. The next question that kind of goes into this is, do you need experience to work there? Yes, you do. You do need luxury retail experience. So me personally, I would recommend people working at like Nordstrom's Rack, Saks Office. What else is luxury? I don't know. I don't really know no other, like, really can't remember off the top of my head any stores that's like that. So I would kind of like Nordstrom's. If you were like a manager at like Zara, they may like, you know, kind of show you a little interest if you had a higher position. But I would definitely say Nordstrom's Rack, and Saks Office are some key places to start out before you actually go to Saks Fifth Avenue. The next question is, how are sales set up? So basically, when you're selling, we are a commission-based store, so you're selling commission. So every time you make a sale, it is a sale. So every time, I'm sorry, that doesn't even make sense. As soon as you check someone's out under your name and number, that's your sale. So you help 12 people, you check 12 people out, you got 12 sales. That's what sales are. We are commission based, as I said. And the next question that goes into this is, how do you build clientele? Basically, when people come into the store, you only don't just have clients, you're helping regular people that come in too, because that's how you are kind of reeling them in to kind of becoming your client. So it could be a person that's just walking around and she looks kind of lost, and I walk up to her like, hi, my name is Rachel. Is there anything you're looking for in particular? Yes, I'm looking for a Balenciaga hourglass bag. Take her over to the Balenciaga bags, kind of explain to her um, the background behind the bags and explaining which one is which one is which, different colorways, showing her just, the product. Asking her opinion, what color do she want? Is she going to a certain occasion? Like, you have to really engage in dialogue with your customer, because if you make them feel comfortable and you give them a great experience inside of the store, they're always going to come back to you and say, hey, is Rachel in the store? Hey, is so-and-so in the store? And that's how they become your client. But after you check them out, you are supposed to get their contact information, and you just kind of keep them updated with everything in the store. You get new inventory, you're sending it to them. Hey, it's Rachel. You haven't been in here in a minute, and I'm just checking in on you. I wanted to send you some new inventory that we got in. And they probably could text you back like, hey, can you put that on hold for me? I'm coming up to the store today. I want to buy it. That's a sale, and now she's your client. So making sure you really just building relationships and making people feel comfortable enough to want to come back and shop with you. That's very, very important in this job. I also would say, if you're not really passionate about fashion or becoming a stylist or anything in the fashion industry, I wouldn't say that this job is for you, just because it's super hands-on and it's so much that y'all don't even see. Y'all are really just on the outside looking in. It's way more to the job than just putting little outfits together to post on Instagram to get clients. It's way more than just checking people out. It's way more than that. You really have the art and the craft of fashion, to me, for you to really succeed and strive. There's so many levels in this company and so many levels in this business. Y'all literally just don't know. Like, it's a business within a business. And some people literally start out at this store just to branch off and become their own stylist. And then you can take your clients that you gain at Saks and actually use them as your everyday clients. You just never know. Rappers, actresses, athletes, a whole bunch of people come in there daily, especially if you're like in New York, LA, Houston, Miami, and those stores. A lot of rappers, Atlanta, definitely. I worked at the Atlanta store first, actually. It's rappers coming in there every single day. You give them a good experience, now you're working with Lil Baby every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or Lil Baby's assistant. Like, you just don't know. That's just an example. So definitely just having a good attitude going in is definitely a good thing to have, and to be passionate, because you never know what you're going to get out of it. Next question is, do you have to go to school to become a stylist? No, you do not have to be in school to be a stylist. You do not have to be in school to work at Saks, Neiman's. You do not, Bloomingdale's, Barney's. You don't have to be in school to work at a luxury department store. You do have to have luxury retail experience. That's all. That's it. Oh, excuse me. You technically don't have to actually have like a degree or be in school to become a stylist. Those are majority of the questions as far as becoming a stylist at Saks Fifth Avenue. It really was more so, most of the questions were, how did you get there and how did you apply? If you want to apply, you honestly literally just go on Google and type in Saks Fifth Avenue jobs, and it should pop up. It should take you to the HBC website, and that's how you apply to work at Saks Fifth Avenue. So that wraps up the question portion of, becoming a stylist and working at Saks. Now we're going to get into the more personal questions. Okay, I had to switch the angle because I'm tired of holding my phone the way I was. But basically, the first question is, how are you mentally? Thank you for asking me this question. This is low-key an important question for anybody to just ask you how you are mentally. That shows that a person cares about you, because your mental is everything. Your mental is what's going to carry you through life. Mentally, I'm in a really, really good place. If you've been following me on TikTok for a minute, a couple months ago, I would go live like every day. I was getting like 1,400 people a day coming in my lives, but we was kind of starting like this healing journey, and I was going through a lot at that time, and it was just a crazy place. My mental health literally just crashed and burned, and I literally thought I was gonna die. Like I just was in literally one of the worst places mentally ever. And it actually took an incident for me to kind of wake up from that. Long story short, I had went out with my friends and I got really, really, really drunk. But I wasn't really paying attention to how much I was drinking. But at the time when I left, I felt completely fine. Like I felt normal. And then literally something came over me and I blacked out while I was driving. Literally blacked out while I was driving. And I woke up parked at my old apartment complex. But it was so crazy, it was so weird because I don't know how I got there. I don't know why I was even over at my old apartment complex. I parked perfectly. I didn't hit nothing. I didn't crash, nothing. So it was nothing but God himself that carried me that night. But that night is what really woke me up to say, okay, Rachel, you tripping. You need to get yourself, you need to snap back. You need to get yourself back in the game because that's not what we're doing. That's not the vibe. You don't need to be doing that. So I just started working on my mental health. I started getting closer to God. I just started working on me and kind of blocking out everybody and just kind of focusing on me. I've always been the type of person to where I've always been so focused on everybody else and making sure everybody else okay, and that always just put me deeper and deeper and deeper in a deeper hole, honestly. But now I feel like mentally I'm on top of the world. Like I'm not my best self yet, but I'm definitely getting there and I feel so good. Like from a scale of 1 to 10, I would say my mental health is definitely at like a 7. Because sometimes, you know, I definitely do have my days, but for the most part, I'm feeling really, really good. I'm feeling really amazing. Next question is, why did you move to Houston? I moved to Houston because I felt like this is where God wanted me to be. And that's going to sound crazy, but it's the truth. Normally, when I move and do certain things, I normally just do stuff out of impulse and I kind of just go with the flow and don't really think about the consequences later. I just kind of do things. But I just feel like God was leading me here. And the way that I even came, I moved here. When I moved here, y'all, I did not have no lease signed. Like, I got an apartment for 3 days. I mean, not an apartment. I got a hotel room for 3 days and was like, God is going to provide. Like, I have all the faith in the world that he's going to provide for me. And I'm going to be good. And I got a new job and a new apartment by the second day I was there. And that's how I knew God wanted me to be there. But I also, before I moved here, I did come here to interview at the job, and I said if I get the job, that means that God wants me to be here. And I got the call that I got the job. I went to Mexico, and then when I got back from Mexico is when I came here, and I still didn't have no apartment or nothing. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna step out on faith. Like I don't have nothing, like literally nothing, but money in my pocket and a dream. And I just came and stepped out on faith and everything worked itself out. God worked everything out for me and I'm so grateful. I'm literally in the best space possible. Like everything that I manifested and spoken to existence has came to pass. And I feel like this year is my year of like not settling for less at all. I'm not settling for a relationship less. I'm not settling for friendships that's less. I'm not settling for anything in life less than what I want. I'm not settling for it. Because when I moved here and I was doing apartment tour, before I moved here, I was doing apartment tours and I was like, you know, I really want a high rise. But then I was like, it was getting closer to my start date at work and I still didn't have a place. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to settle for something little. And then when I get there, I'm going to settle in. And then when my lease up, I'm going to move it to a high rise. But God was like, no, you want a high rise? You got the faith to step out to get a high rise? You're going to get a high rise. And I'm literally sitting in a high rise. I cannot make this up. Like God don't fail me. He don't ever play about me. He always 10 toes. And I think that my relationship with him has grown so much. So yeah, for the most part, I felt like it's where God wanted me. And it was also a place where I still want to live in LA and be in LA. I just feel like LA is not for me right now. But it is still close to LA. And I have a lot of resources in LA that I need. Versus living in Atlanta or Detroit, which is like a 5-6 hour plane ride. It's only a 2 hour plane ride from Houston, and I'm gonna have to be traveling to LA a lot. in the next couple of months, which I'll keep y'all updated on that. But yeah, I just kind of felt like this is where God wanted me to be in. This is also a place that I also wanted to try. If y'all didn't see in my first Q&A, I did tell y'all I picked like 10 states that I want to live in, and I'm going to try every single state. And then after my 10th state, I'm going to settle down and pick whichever state I like the best. But I think Houston is winning right now. I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the states I lived in, I feel like Houston is winning. I'm so at peace here. I just have the best peace of mind. Like, I'm literally so at peace. So yeah. Have you met any friends in Houston? No, I haven't met any friends in Houston. I have a couple friends from like back home, but actually like meeting new people and new people. Meeting new people, no, I haven't met many people yet. Cause honestly, I just been working, just trying to get like stable, and then I'll meet people along the way. But I'm not really pressed, honestly. I'm literally so at peace. Like, I really don't care to have friends or to like meet people right now. But if the opportunity presents itself, you know, I'm definitely gonna take the offer up on that. But as far as like just being pressed to have friends and go out all the time, I'm not on that. I'm just chilling, working, getting my mind and my life right. Someone else said, what was your healing process like? A lot of crying. I'm the type of person, I don't hold things in when I'm going through them. I let myself go through them, because to me, when people let their feelings build up, they become fucked up people. Like, and I've seen it plenty of times when you go through so many traumatic experiences and you're going through so much and you're just letting it build up, you tend to take it out on the wrong people. You tend to start treating people like shit. You start to formulate really bad habits, and you just start to become a really fucked up person. And I don't ever want to be like that. So a lot of crying, a lot of talking to God, talking to myself, a lot of praying, a lot of self-care, just, you know, pouring into myself. But yeah, a lot of crying though. I cry, like when I'm going through things, I cry a lot. I don't ever let people see me cry, but you know what I'm saying? I cry to myself, I cry alone, I talk to God alone. But my healing process, at first it was really hard, but it's starting to get real easy. It gets easy, so don't give up on yourself. And it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. Or is it Suicide Awareness Month? I don't know which one, but they both tie into the same thing. It gets better with time. You just have to be patient with yourself and don't rush the process. All right, y'all, somebody had called me and I got distracted. But we're back and we're eating, so this is like a mukbang. But anyways, the next question is, what is my relationship status? Say now, I'm single. I know y'all thought I was going to be dropping back to back to back back, but some situations just don't go as planned, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, you know, God removes and replaces. You know, we're better. So, you know, it's no beef though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm single. Working on my own. Dating myself. You know, just being a better big rage. You know what I'm saying? I'm only can get better. Next question is, what is the pros and cons of living in Houston? Pros, I don't know. Everybody got to get a feel of a city for themselves. My pros of living here is living in this beautiful high rise. This is all I ever wanted. I'm so grateful and thankful. Y'all don't even understand. Like, I literally like to sit at home just so I can stare outside and just look at the city from my city view. Like, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. But living in this place, being my peace of mind is where it's at. I don't know. I'm just at peace. Y'all don't understand, y'all. Y'all know when niggas be saying they be fighting demons. Like, it's been fighting. And I'm finally like really, really peaceful. So I would say that would be my pros. My cons is I don't have my car here yet. So like having an Uber everywhere is annoying. And it's nothing, no food spots like ever really open late. That's annoying. But other than that, I love it. The next question is, do I miss my sisters and family because we don't live in the same state? Yes, I do miss them a lot. I feel like me and my sisters have gotten really close lately, we've always been close, but like we close in our own way. But yeah, sometimes I be missing him. And I miss Austin. That's my dog. Me and Austin, like, that's my fucking dog. No cap. So, yeah. And my parents. But I like to be alone too, so I don't really have no problem. If I have a day like where I'm just annoyed, I'll be like, I miss my family. But on a regular, I'm chilling. I talk to them every day. Me and Rashard talks. Me, my mom, my dad, Rashard talk every day. Me and Renda talk like every couple days and stuff like that. But yeah, I be missing my sisters. This is how we are. The next question is, where do I see myself in 5 years? Owning my own brand, being a fashion designer, a world-renowned fashion designer, an influencer. Maybe, I'm not too big on marriage no more. I'm not saying I don't want to get married, but I'm saying whenever God wants me to get married, I get married. But in 5 years, 22, I'll be 27. So hopefully, like, in a relationship, engaged, married. I'm married, a mom. But yeah, I just want to be happy, at peace, and I want to be a world-renowned fashion designer. The next question is, what are your goals for the rest of 2022? I want to hit like 10,000 subscribers. Like, I want to hit my 10,000 subscribers mark by the end of 2022, and I feel like it's possible because lately my subscribers have been going up. I'm literally almost at 1,000. So when I hit that mark, it's just gonna go up and up and up. So I really feel like I'm capable of it, mainly because I be going viral all the time on TikTok, and I always promote. Like, after a video go viral, I always post my YouTube, and then my views be going up and my subscribers be going up. So I feel like I can hit that goal. I want to get a new car, which will be coming real soon. I want to stay at peace. I want to keep my relationship with God going up and up and up. What else do I want to do? Yeah. And start on my brand, my new brand. I want to start on it because next year, it's my turn. I've been letting y'all have it. I've been letting the girls have it. I've been letting the girls eat. I've been letting y'all have it. But next year, y'all gonna know about Big Rach, baby. Pie. Oh, another goal, I want a sponsorship from Sprite. I deserve it. Nobody on this earth deserves it more than me. And that's on God. I want a sponsorship from Sprite, and I want to work with Savage X Fenty and Pretty Little Thing or Fashion Nova or both. But I got my last deal, my last Tech like deal, brand ambassador deal locked in. I got my hair brand ambassador locked in. Now I just need clothes. And I want my social media, like my Instagram, I want to hit like 10,000, maybe 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, however much, because Instagram is kind of easy. So yeah, maybe like 10K on Instagram, 20K, 10, 20K between them on Instagram. But yeah, just my social media, my influencer life build up, and me become a designer. Next question is, what is your dream car? My dream car is, I'm gonna put them in order. I'm gonna just say, I don't think I have a specific dream car, but I do have cars that I want. I want a Range Rover. I want a Lamb truck. I want a G-Wagon and a Maybach and a Bentley. And I'll be straight. I'll be straight after that. The next question is, why did you move out, and what are the pros and cons of living on your own? So I'm gonna keep it a bean. $1.50 with y'all. When I moved out of my parents' house, I moved out on some dumb shit. It was during quarantine, and I wanted to quarantine with my boyfriend and my friends, and my mom and dad wasn't going for it. So me and my mama got into it, and I took that as an opportunity to move out and leave. And ever since then, I've been moved out. But it just, you know, I went through a lot, but it wasn't like really, really bad. But do I regret it? No, because I had to learn a lot on my own, and I feel like I went and know a lot, do a lot, and be able to, like, I don't know how to explain it, but no, I don't regret it. But I do regret the way that I did it. If I would have, do I wish I would have waited? Yes, I do, but I don't regret it though. The next question is, how do you set boundaries in friendships or relationships? This is a really good question. This is something that I'm literally working on. I think setting boundaries is super important. The moment you let a nigga or a friend slide, they gonna ice skate. So you just have to be upfront about what you want out of everything and make sure that they respect that. So my next relationship, you gonna know not to play with me. You gonna know what it is and what it ain't. And in friendships too, you gonna know what it is and what it ain't. I'm the type of friend, I'm not a high maintenance friend at all. I don't have to talk to you, call you, kick it with you, skate with you every single day to know that we still cool. If we check in from here and there, that's fine with me. I'll call you. You need something, you can call me. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of friend I am. But I don't need a friend that's by my side every single day. I don't need that, and I don't want that. We're not in a relationship. I ain't in a relationship. I'm not moving in with you. I didn't have my child and Aaron on that, and that's not the vibes. Do not move in. If you want to ruin a relationship fast, move in together. I'm telling you, that's going to make the... I mean, technically, in my last situation, that wasn't at all what ruined the relationship, but I have had a relationship where we did move it together and it made everything worse. So don't move in with your significant other. I just wouldn't do it unless we are married, and I'm being so serious. But yeah, and people always be like, well, how you know how they living if until y'all get married? You're gonna have to make adjustments, and you're gonna have to compromise and tolerate it when y'all get married, because that's what marriage is about. So don't come over, oh, how do you know until y'all live together? That's stupid. I used to have that mindset too. What is your love language is the next question. Every love language there is my love language. My camera cut off, but I probably would say quality time, like top 2, quality time and receiving gifts. Yeah, but loyalty. If that don't come with loyalty, I don't want it. If the relationship don't come with loyalty, I don't want it. That goes for relationships, friends, anything. If it don't come with no loyalty, I don't want it. If you know me, you know I'm the most loyal person you probably will ever lay eyes on. I'm a very, very loyal person, and I take that shit very seriously. I don't want the relationship or the friendship if it don't come with no loyalty. And that's just simple. I don't want it. Describe the perfect date. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. One time I had went on a date, and I think that was my perfect date. Like, it was the best date I ever been on. We was in LA, and he took me on Rodeo Drive, and he took me to Mr. Chow. The food was absolutely horrible. Some of the worst food I ever had in my fucking life. But we went to Mr. Chow, and we got a little tipsy. And then we drove through LA, like the hills, and we just looked at mansions and just talked about life and goals and stuff. And that was just so fun to me, like literally just so dinner and like going, just driving around talking, I guess. Ideal. Or to the mall, take me to Chanel. That's a perfect ideal date as well. I'm going to end the vlog, or I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. By the time this video is up, I'm probably gonna be at 500 subscribers. So thank y'all for 500. I love y'all. Let's get to 1,000 so I can get that money. No, I'm just playing, but dead ass though. Keep subscribing. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you follow me on all my socials that be in the description box below. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in my next video.